It's Kal, GoodhitsTV, episode 1. We bleeding the block for the best music talent in New York City and beyond. And today we got a special treat. We got sober Reem coming out of New York City to talk to us about his music and the New York City scene.
Yeah, she don't want a nigga no bust down. See the pain and the drugs in your face.
Alright, y'all. We got sober Reem in the building.
Yes, sir. What's good, bro?
We got Dundada of underground rap, the biggest imaginary player, the Fronto King. The Hampton Prince searching for your girl's booty. The New York Prince, sober Reem himself in the cut.
I've never said that last one, but I fuck with it. I fuck with it, bro.
So we've been chilling all day, man. We've been having a good day. And finally, let's get to some questions. Let's start with a drip check, man.
All right.
People want to know, what are you wearing? You could go bottom up or top down. Let's get the outfit going on.
I feel you. Well, I'm gonna start from the bottom. You feel me? I'm an ass guy, 100%. You feel me? I got some band ones.
We all
on,
are, bro.
You feel me? Band ones. Maybe my favorite ones. Ones will always be my fucking favorite Jordans of all time.
Damn.
Royal ones fall number 2. Band ones with these custom made socks. Can't remember your name, but you are a fine Spanish woman and you make these socks. We're gonna tag you in that shit.
Big shout out to the hot Mamacita.
Yeah, she makes custom Nike Queens socks. These are clean. This shit is out in fucking out in BK. They just opened up their first store, Barron's. Check that shit out on IG. They have fucking fire ass jeans, fire ass clothes.
Out in Queens?
Out in Brooklyn. But they just opened their first store, and you always gotta support small business for real. So they tough as fuck. They're fucking,
especially nowadays.
Yeah, facts. Their fucking spot in Brooklyn is clean as fuck, bro. So that's it. We got a fucking. We got some calm.
Yeah, where's the shorts?
Some calm shorts. I think my ex-girl got me these. Shout out my ex-girl.
Oh,
you
damn.
fine too. Yeah, she got me these.
It's a big shout out.
Big shout out to the ex. She hates me. Answer my text message back. You feel me? But that's what I'm rocking on today. Some calm shit. It's a Sunday, bro. Like you with a crazy ass night last night. You feel me? So now you wake up hungover and you just kind of throw on the chill fit. Yeah.
Dude, what about the Nike infrareds? Like, what are your thoughts on those?
They tough.
They good.
I can't pull it off, but they tough. Definitely tough.
Would you say like Nike's probably? Are you like, are you checks over stripes? Like, do you feel strongly about it? Like, what are your thoughts?
That's a good ass question.
I'm with Nike personally. Like, that's mostly what I wear. So I fuck with Nike, but people feel like it's a hate it or love it thing. You know what I mean? Like, some people like fuck with both, but some people are like, I wear more Nike than Adidas. So.
Yeah. I definitely fuck with some Yeezys, but since Kanye been bugging, I dead sold all my Yeezys. But because of that, I had to move back to fucking Nike. But I'll always love ones, always love Jordans. That's just kind of what kind of completes me. I feel
that.
Yeah.
Damn. Are there some brands that you've been like thinking about and like fucking with more recently than others? Like any new brands? Shit like that. I hear people like are always into like, you got the classics, you got the Gucci, you got shit like that.
Yeah.
People be wearing those like tight ass Amiri jeans and thinking they're fresh.
Bro.
You know how it is. Shit's mad ugly.
Nah, I feel you, bro. I just feel like there's been a movement to support smaller black-owned brands, and that's kind of where I've been. Like, shout out Tier. They fucking have a fire ass fucking all matching jumpsuit. Shout out to Imaginary Players Pod. They have some fire ass custom made shorts. Yeah. So like that's been the energy. Like niggas always rock Gucci. Niggas always rock the fucking
Louis,
all that
Prada.
shit. Like, that's just part of culture. But there's been a shift towards some supporting these black owned up and coming brands, and I'm all for that shit. Cause to be honest, that shit be tough.
And they actually care about their people and stuff.
Yeah, like it's coming from the hood. It's like for the hood, so why not support that shit?
I definitely fuck with that heavy. Fuck yeah. So I kind of want to play a little game. It's working title, Hate It or Love It.
Hate It or Love It, gotcha.
I'm going to talk about a few trends, a few brands, things going on in our world, our society, but obviously in music, as a rapper yourself, especially from the New York area. So let me start TikTok. You fucking with it?
TikTok.
Hate it, love it. What are your thoughts? It's been the news recently.
Facts.
Thinking of banning it. Like, What do you think of TikTok? Also, what do you think of TikTok's impact on music?
Got you.
Because we like chilled together, so I've talked to you about this. Mm-hmm. What do you think about this trend where you're seeing artists tailor their music to TikTok to be TikTok friendly to get viral on TikTok? And,
got you. And
how it's impacted music recently.
Good ass question. I'm gonna start all my questions with fuck Donald Trump and fuck everybody who loves him. But TikTok is cool. It's another platform for creators to make bread, and I'm all for that. Like if you create something and you love it and you can finesse the white man to make some money off it, go for it. But there is a responsibility that has to come with these platforms that if you're on top already, you don't have to use that platform. You feel me? Like it takes away from the art in some regards, in my opinion. But pass this real quick, gracias. So like, if you on already, you don't need this trend to make more money because that waters down the culture. But if you're on the way up and it's an avenue for you to reach new fans with music, take full advantage of them. If you're a grown-ass man, if you're above 26 years old, I do not want to see you dancing on TikTok. If you dance on TikTok and you're a grown-ass man, I don't trust you. You cannot come to my shows. You cannot come to my parties. Because you're a grown-ass... I don't want to see none of this.
This is a no 2C slide.
Yeah,
household.
no 2C.
We don't fuck with 2C
26
slide.
and up, I do not want to see you TikToking. But from artists, it's just another platform to put your music in front of new people, which is the essence of music. And I love that shit. Just don't be dancing if you're a grown ass man. You feel me?
I feel that. Going more into music and kind of segueing into that. This is another topic we've talked about before.
Yeah.
But let me hear your thoughts on the New York drill scene, how it's changed music in New York since like 2016. Mm-hmm. And are there some artists specifically there that you're loving right now and fucking with? And there's some that like maybe you're not fucking with as much.
I feel you. I fuck with it. I feel like for a long time, New York didn't know what its sound was. Mm-hmm. And back in the day, like we like ran this rap shit. Like niggas thought New York and hip hop was synonymous. But like recently, Atlanta took that shit over. There's some artists out in Texas that's popping. Florida had its run. And until drill fucking popped off, like we didn't really know what our sound was. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So like, that shit's cool. That shit fucking. There are a bunch of talented artists in those hoods who deserve the attention, who deserve the recognition, and with drill, they're fucking getting that shit. You feel me? Shout out to fucking Chef G. Shout out Eli Frost. Like these niggas are really taking this platform and are making it their own. You feel me? Like so, it's tough. It's tough.
Are there some other artists, like you named Chef and Eli, they're obviously really talented, or some other artists that you've been kind of listening to in that space?
No, I feel you.
And could you see as yourself as an artist jumping on a drill beat? What are your thoughts on that?
Got you. For real, nah. And that's just no disrespect to them. I make music for women, you feel me? I make music for some real ass women, you feel me? So like that's why. And
you gotta respect that.
Yeah. I often say I'm your girl's favorite rapper, and I mean that shit. But like, that's just me. You feel me? The Driller has its exact sound. It's genuine. It's organic, and that I love that shit.
Hell yeah. So going out of drill. Yeah. Like, what are some rappers recently that have caught your attention? They could be New York rappers. They could be beyond that.
Yeah.
That you feel like you kind of could see yourself collaborating with, in an artistic way. Mm-hmm.
That's a good ass question. With every platform I have, I will always and continue to shed light to New York artists because that shit is what inspired me. That shit is what I try to collaborate with. So niggas like 27 Deli out in Harlem, he's with the fucking ASAP Ferg, ASAP Mob, like. That shit's that's just an organic movement. Mm-hmm. And there's some dancing ass niggas. You won't catch me dancing like that. But like, that shit's tough. And people fucking with it, people support it.
I could see Deli and you just fucking crushing a song. Like, I feel like that would be a really good collab.
Niggas like Stash out there, out in Brooklyn. Like, there's a bunch of genuine ass, real ass movements happening in the city. And a lot of it is drill, but it's not all drill. Like there are artists in New York is a great city, but it's a bunch of posers, bunch of niggas who act like they have it, don't have it, and ain't nothing wrong with that. Live your truth, live your journey, but there are a bunch of niggas out there who are genuine and are owning their sound and owning their visuals, and that shit's tough. Like that's what this rap shit's about. Like
Definitely.
It's you creating your own space because the space that you see or feel is not for you or it's not real. I'm gonna create my own movement, and that's just cold, for real.
Yeah, it definitely feels like it's another renaissance for New York. Like,
yeah,
for sure. But like even outside of music, like hating it or loving it, like what are some TV shows? Like what are some movies you're fucking with?
Got you.
Like, what are you watching in your free time, man?
It
could be also like listening to like what podcasts. Like fans want to know like what are you up to?
Got you. Right now I'm in fucking that new fucking power shit. Shout to 50 Cent. That shit tough. Tyreek, you pussy. But that shit's fucking fire. I'm in the fucking what's that shit called? That should be scaring the shit out of me, bro.
Shout out Succession, dude. If you haven't watched that show, you should watch Succession.
Got you.
HBO is good. Sopranos is always a classic.
Got you.
At the classics.
Cool. Yeah, that's kind of where I am. This Witchcraft. Witchcraft Love is directed by Jordan Peele.
Shit! Is he have a TV show?
Yeah, a TV show by Jordan Peele. That's just scaring the shit out of me. Got mad demons and shit.
He's so fucking talented. These movies he's been coming out with have been definitely really fucking good.
Yeah, bro. I'm high as shit, so I'm gonna pass it back to you, bro.
Dude, hate it or love it, Corona. What's your thoughts on Rona? How has it impacted you as an artist? How do you think it's impacted like artists in general?
I feel off the record, I want to say shout out Corona. Save me mad bread. I can't take none of my women on dates, bro. I save mad bread because of Corona, bro.
I feel that.
Go to the club and spending fucking $40 on a drink. That shit saved me mad bread.
I find new ways of wasting money all the time. I can't relate, but I definitely feel that.
That shit shut down New York, bro. New York will never be the same. Like, and I hope whoever's listening and got to experience New York before COVID, because that shit was fire, bro. Like, summertime in New York ain't nothing like that shit, bro. Like,
it's just like crazy that we all pay the rent we do, and then we don't get to enjoy the city. It's like, why am I fucking here? I don't even fucking know. But just how do you think it's impacted you as an artist in the music industry? Do you think artists are being more creative because they're just like chilling and they have nothing better to do but to make good music all the time, or do you think it's like it's kind of shitty because they can't tour?
Yeah. It definitely fuck with niggas' pockets and fuck with niggas' bag, because there's some artists out there who were like living off this performing shit. Like, and my regards go out to you, because the videographers, the photographers, like the producers, the DJs, like niggas were living in New York, eating off fucking music, which is lovely. But on the flip side, like, it made the sound quality of music so much more important. Like, you can't just throw some bullshit out now because you don't have the streets to push it for you. Like, the quality of the music has to be better because niggas are listening to it. So in the art regards, I fuck with it. I'm making the best music of my life because of that shit. You feel me? Like, I was forced to be in the crib. I was forced to learn this shit, and it made my shit better, my craft better. But like, money wise, that shit fucked up my pockets. But long term, I kind of fuck with it because it's gonna give New York an entire reset, which it needed. Like, New York,
true.
Especially the underground rap scene was sloppy. It was nasty. It was just like, so like now when shit restarts, it's gonna give people who may not have had an opportunity, a chance to start their collective, start that brand, start that rooftop show. Yeah. Like, so I'm kind of for it.
Who's going to be best positioned in the industry when Rona's done? Yeah. And that's like the people are going to succeed. Yeah. I definitely think that's interesting. It's like more of an emphasis on the music now and less of like the live sets and stuff. It's like, how good's your music?
Yeah. 100%, bro.
So kind of talking about that, like, if you could kind of name your like biggest musical, like the Mount Rushmore of your musical influences. Yeah. You have a few great singles. Everyone's talking about Sensitive. That's out. The visuals nuts. It was dropped by Above All.
Facts.
Since you sent the K, I've been on my way. I don't love nobody. I've been balling since like yesterday.
So you bunch of great music you recently dropped just last week.
Mm-hmm.
So, kind of tell us more about that in terms of what's your favorite of those singles.
Yeah.
And what you have coming down the pipeline.
Got you. I want to say just last week, world premiere, 9/25. Look out for that shit. I appreciate everyone who was involved in that shit and who pushed me to do that shit. Like, there are times that, as myself as an artist, I be down on myself. I can't even, and that's part of being a human being. Like, I've had this visual shot for a couple weeks. I should have been dropped it. Like, mad niggas hit me about to drop it, and I didn't drop it because I wasn't sure of it. You feel me? So, like, but that shit's dropping. Sensitive to fucking 40K. I appreciate each and one of you who streamed that shit, played that shit, reposted that shit. That shit meant the world to me. That was like my first full-on video, and niggas fucked with it, like off the love, like, and that means a lot. But I got a track with fucking Gypsy out in fucking DC, and I think that's my favorite track so far. It's like some mosh pit shit, like full-on, like punch the bitch next to you by accident.
Dude, I'm excited for it. You sent me that shit.
Yeah, crazy. Like that's just like mosh off the fucking Molly, like, and I can't wait to perform that shit. That's coming next. So this
is gonna be dope.
Yeah, a bunch of shit. But like my musical influences, I kind of don't like. I kind of don't like talking about that shit for real. Like, cause the people always like compare you to it. Like, you get pigeonholed to it. Like, oh, you took that nigga's bar, nigga. No, I wrote this shit, bro. No, I'm not thinking about this shit. I'm high as hell. So, but if I had to, it'd be Freddie Gibbs. Love Freddie Gibbs.
Fuck yeah. He signed like a big deal too recently, a record label deal.
Oh yeah, he did.
Obviously one of my favorite rappers. So
yeah, definitely Freddie Gibbs. There's a fucking Vori, I think he out in DC, maybe out in Philly. He got a track with Meek Mill's dropping soon. Like he's fucking amazing.
Damn.
Yeah. So those are my kind of top two I'm listening to most right now.
Damn. So now we're trying to get into like more of the meat of this interview. So some serious questions we gotta ask.
Got you.
Next segment's called Brece and Trish. First thing we talk about, we don't like going into private subjects in this, but we're gonna talk about some Brece. We're gonna talk about some money. I give you, right now, I give you $10 million. Yeah. What are you as sober Reem doing with that money?
First thing I'm doing off rip, first day, $10 million. I am going to Stadium in DC, the strip club, and I am blowing like $500,000 that night. Just wilding the fuck out, throwing mad money at niggas' daughters.
It's like It's like whenever someone gives you a question like that, you want to act like you're gonna be like responsible, be like, oh, I'm gonna put that in savings. Yeah. It's like fuck no.
Yeah, fuck
like,
that. Bro.
I'm gonna fucking go out with my boys.
Yeah,
dude.
Bro. I'm throwing so much money. That's first day, and after I fucking sober the fuck up, I'm fucking buying a crib, bro. I'm buying a big ass crib, and I'm just making it like a fucking music marketing ass fucking like stop. Like have videographers in that bitch, have niggas growing weed in that bitch. Have niggas doing podcasts in that bitch.
I don't know what the weed growing is. It has to do with the music marketing side, but I fucking endorse it.
Yeah, bro. Like, all of that. Like, photographers, have people in the attic shooting music videos, have niggas recording in the basement, have a backyard while niggas are fucking, I don't know, doing whatever they want. Like, make it just a hub for this shit, bro. Because being around creative people as a creative is beautiful. Like, it's what this shit's about.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. And then just finding ways for my homies to make bread off my bread.
Hell yeah.
Like, those are my three main things. If I can let my niggas eat while I'm eating, then I'm satisfied.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Dude, we're going to talk about some Trishas.
Mm-hmm.
So, you said, we're talking about some Trishas right now. And, you said you're, like, a rapper for the ladies, so... Let's give the boys some advice on the ladies, and who the fuck is sober fucking with these days? Like, let's do some shout-outs. but dude, we don't get into private details, but let's do some shout-outs.
Yeah, I feel you.
It is what it is.
I'm going to stick to the first question, because I'm not talking about no women on this podcast on this shit here. But
absolutely.
Advice. Definitely advice. Advice is never try too much in the beginning. You feel me? Like that's even if you like her, don't show her that shit until she shows you that she deserves that energy. Because there'll be corny ass niggas out here doing mad. Like I seen a dude send $200 to a chick on IG because I was like, what? You don't even know
what?
Her. Yeah, bro. Like what the fuck? To get her attention, and she gonna take your shit and go fuck the nigga she fucking already. Like, don't let these women.
That's that dude. That's simping, man.
Yeah, it's just simp ass niggas.
We can't expose them any more than that.
Simp ass niggas out
here.
Dude,
R.I.P. though.
But I did have my simp moment, and I will.
Everybody does though.
But it was an OnlyFans, bro. Shorty baited me. I paid Shorty $14.99 to show me. She ain't show nothing, bro.
She didn't show anything.
Nothing,
bro.
Dude,
you got curved.
She had more clothes on OnlyFans than she did on the IG, bro. I was like, what the fuck? So I got simped. It happens. You fine,
dude. The whole OnlyFans seems crazy, but I should have asked OnlyFans on your hate it or love it.
Like, bro, I super love it. I'm all for women entrepreneurs doing whatever they want to do to make bread. I love it.
So the summary of advice is like, don't simp too hard, but
don't simp ever unless she the one. If not, she don't deserve the time and energy.
I feel that.
These hoes will take and not give a fuck, bro.
It's hard to fucking disagree with that. So, one of the final questions is, what about other emerging artists? Like, what's your advice to other emerging artists?
Yeah.
And other, like, content creators in general? Like, how's your creative process as a musical artist?
Yeah.
And what advice can you give to other people on a creative level?
Good ass question. I would say off rip, like, get a team. Like, you need help. Like, New York teaches you not to trust nobody, and that's just how we move, and that keeps you safe. But, like, you need to let niggas around you who are talented, who are worth it, but bring them on board, man, because you can't do this shit yourself, man. I tried to do this shit myself for a long time, and shit's moving, like, niggas fucking with it, but there's a cap to what you can do. So, if someone wants to do it, you feel me? Appreciate you, Kal, for coming on. Like, shit like that means a lot because you just need the help. It's impossible. So do that shit. Collaborate, artists. I know niggas be fake cool and just want to be with their homies, but like the music shit, you gotta make music with people from other states. Shout out to Gypsy. 911 dropping next month. Great track. And she's from DC. And now I'm exposed to her audience and her fans for free. Like, this collab shit is a shortcut to this rap shit. So build your brand, love it, be genuine. Like, you gotta be genuine. Like, if you're not about that life, don't talk about that life. Like, the niggas see through it and it puts you in danger, nigga. Like, you can't move because you can't go outside now because you pretend to be somebody else. Like, be yourself, man.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I feel that. I feel like that's what the people want is like, like, drill is fucking dope. We're all listening to it. But I feel like some artists are so much more creative and could do drill, but they could also make other music. And it's access that side of you as well. Because you don't want to just be that other artist or be repetitive. And, there's definitely some of that going on in New York.
100%.
But, one last thing is, beyond being an artist, you do a lot of things to help the community. Yeah. You also do a lot of things to help artists, So I kind of wanted to give you a chance to kind of plug some of the other shit you're doing.
Yeah, bro.
And, talk about the other different types of ways in music you're working right now.
No, 100%.
Be it artist management.
Yeah.
Be it, marketing, just things to help out the New York City music scene.
100%, bro. I live by this rule. I preach it if you're around me. Like, if you have an opportunity and a chance to help somebody else out based off your hustle and your platform, do that shit. You feel me? Even your brother, he had just mentioned he wants to do sports management. He wants to get into sports. I got a homie, shout out you, Tyler, bro. He just started a sports management firm and signed a nigga who's on the fucking Tennessee college team going to NBA. And I plugged that nigga there. I mean, it may lead to nothing, but it could lead to some information that's valuable. So, like, if you have a platform and there's a creator who's around you, especially if they're of color, help that nigga out, bro. Help that woman out because it can mean the difference. You feel me? That's just how I move. Shout out to the Imaginary Players podcast. Deadass, the funniest podcast on this planet. We coming after Joe Budden, bro. We coming, bro. That shit is tough as fuck. Like, Joe Budden, you too old for this shit, bro. Like, I'm tired, bro. But like, yeah, man. Shout out to my artist, Booby Holiday. Shout out to fucking Dago. I just signed him last week. Fucking phenomenal, bro. Like, that nigga could fucking rap his ass off. Shout out to St. Mason.
So these are artists you're collaborating with and you're helping manage on an artistic level?
Correct. Yeah. I do music marketing. I have a bunch of talented artists out there, but no one hears your music. I know because I see the plays. No one hears it. You need marketing. Make a budget. Stop buying a Mary.